Hey there, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, the lead swing trading analyst trader at Swing Trade Pros, the #1 swing trading and bot community in the world. And I genuinely want to help you make your mark in the thrilling world of swing trading cryptocurrency. I've been trading since 2017, and I've taught myself many different trading strategies, patterns. I'm known for the falling wedge pattern, as you guys might know. I've dedicated my life to mastering these types of structures and patterns, and now my goal is to impact the lives of 1 million of you. You heard that right. My goal is to impact 1 million people this bull cycle. Let that be you. Cryptocurrency markets can be a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs. But through swing trading, I've discovered a strategy that can truly make a difference. I've poured countless hours to studying the intricacies of wedge patterns, rising wedge patterns, you name it, and it has become my area of expertise. Here's the thing. I genuinely want to see you thrive in this market. That's why I've made it my mission to impact 1 million of you. I want to provide you with the tools, insight, and support you need to navigate this exciting but challenging landscape. Swing trading is not just about technical analysis, it's about understanding market psychology and developing disciplined risk management strategies. I'll be there to guide you step by step as we identify different types of patterns and structures and seize profitable opportunities. Together, we'll build your confidence in trading skills, ensuring you're well prepared to face the twists and turns of swing trading. Believe me when I say that I genuinely care about your success. That's why I'm inviting you to join me, Mr. Know-It-All, on this transformative journey. Let's make the most of this bull cycle and work towards your financial freedom together. You'll find all my links in my bio. Reach out and let's dive into this world of swing trading. I'm here to support you and your family and guide you every step of the way because your success matters to me. Together, let's make a real impact and achieve trading success.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry I missed last week. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend and spent some time with family, because that's what's most important these days, or any day, I should say. And well, we're here today, and we have some interesting price action coming in. We have a weekly bullish engulfing candle about to print here in about 35 seconds, and that is actually very interesting. Let me put on some tunes here for you guys while everyone rolls in here on 8 o'clock. All right, so Bitcoin weekly bullish engulfing candle, Tether weekly bearish engulfing candle. We have the rising wedge pattern playing out beautifully. What's interesting about this is the fact that Tether was letting us know prior to the dollar actually coming off. So the dollar not coming off here is a little bit alarming, in that risk assets are still under pressure, right? This means we have things that are under pressure here in traditional markets. Clearly, crypto is being bought right now. So. Very interesting development here. The weekly candle here on the dollar, another weekly bullish engulfing candle. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks of straight upside here on the dollar. US dollar is on a run. It is on a run. The 2-day chart here was implying it was entering the overbought territories here. We can see that it's in that zone where you don't want to be buying the dollar. It's actually in an area where you want to be selling the dollar. So we'll see if we actually get some follow through on this here the next couple days. It touched a pretty close up to this 50% retracement level from our swing high here in September of last year to our swing low that we made here back in July. So we'll just keep an eye on the dollar, but crypto is making moves. All right, we're going to get into it here. Make sure you guys stay tuned throughout the whole stream. If you guys have to step away for a minute, I understand, but we're going to be covering some really, really good stuff here this stream. Lots of opportunities in the altcoin market to be looked at, and I want you guys all to stay tuned. Make sure you guys hit the like button, of course, if you guys enjoying the content, and of course, if you guys have any feedback about how the streams go, or if you guys want some different type of content on these streams on Sundays, definitely leave a comment. Join the Discord. You can message me, Mr. Know-It-All, in the Discord channel, or you can just leave a comment. All right. Seems suspicious. BTC pumping when dollar also is pumping. Probably a short-lived pump, and then BTC will dump again. I'm kind of inclined to believe that you might be right with that statement. But we will see, because what's interesting here is the 2-day on Bitcoin just crossed bullish. Okay, so I don't know that we're going to get a dump just yet, but our stochastics here on the 2-day are ticked up. The daily is also ticked up. Things look pretty strong here, but yeah, we could round out a top here and make a lower high around that 28.8 is really that area that I'm looking at. That's this level right here, close to that 30K region. We could end up making some sort of, head and shoulders type of pattern unless we do break above this right shoulder, okay, around this 30K level. All right, so tight range. We're breaking out of a supply line area here, and like you said before, the dollar is continuing to show strength. It's really tough to believe this is going to be a sustainable rally for now, but looking good. It's looking good right now, right? The weekly chart still looking pretty good here, with our weekly stochastics actually telling us the cross above 20. So that is a buy signal coming in on the weekly chart. After we usually get a buy signal, our last buy signal came in here in December. You guys know what preceded that. The move here was the cross above 20. After we did that cross was about a 91% move. Okay. I'm not suggesting we do the same movement, but I am suggesting that there's a high likelihood chance that we will see continuation on this type of cross up. Okay. Again, we're just paying attention to levels right now. Right now, our major resistance level here is around 30.6K to about 31.6 in that range. And like I said before, we have those weekly levels we're watching here. This level right here on 30.6K, that previous top where the candle bodies you can see had problems getting through. Okay, so that is an area we're looking at. In this area right here, around 29.3K is another region we're looking at that is confluent with this area right here before this may crash. Okay, cool. We got that out of the way. Weekly bullish engulfing candle confirmed for Bitcoin. Let's start going into like Ethereum and Tether dominance here, putting in the weekly bearish engulfing with follow through. Right, we broke this 7.87 region. We were looking for that move down. We got it. I would say that the rising wedge target here for Tether is the bottom of the wedge, which is right around this 7.34 region. All right, and that could very well be another higher low that Tether then produces. Again, we're in this like sort of symmetrical triangle up here, and we had 1-2 attempts at breaking it. We failed, so that kind of makes sense. And the weekly here we can see is it's still in bullish control zone here on the wave trend momentum oscillator, but we can see that this is sort of starting to take form into some sort of rising wedge type of structure. And last time we did something like this, we broke the structure, right? And this was our first leg up here. This was December. This was the low from December of 22. So when Bitcoin was 15K, this was the rally. Now this is the rally ensuing here from the 25K region. And we're seeing the weekly stochastics telling us a story, right? Coming down. So it looks like we're going to see some continuation on these markets, at least here for the short term, maybe the next month. All right. Cool. Let's cover Ethereum here. Again, ETH holding the demand line pretty well here. We had a little bit of a fake out here last week where we wicked below it, or we even made a candle body below it, and then we just got a send right through and back into the structure. So we call that a fake breakdown. That's exactly what that was. That was a fake breakdown. The bears were not able to continue pushing the price down, and now we've broken a supply line, and we've actually touched and tested this Fibonacci level right here. If we start making candle closes above 1760, there is a good chance we will see 19 to 2150 for Ethereum. All right, and that's if we can get back up to the top of these ranges and Bitcoin remains to continue its movement up, which on the weekly chart we can see we've just started making this cross up. Okay, so lots of room to move back up here for Ethereum on the wave trend. All right, we're no longer in this sell zone up here. We are now closer to the bottom of this range to be buying Ethereum. Right, this is a weekly chart. You can also see the weekly, okay, also telling us the cross above 20 on the stochastics. Again, a buy signal. All right, last time we had a confirmed buy signal on ETH was actually back here. We had one in July, and then we had one here in November, December, okay? A full oscillation down with a movement back above the 20 line. That is what you look for. That is what you're looking for. And if you also look at where that happened, you can see we were deep in the buy zone down here when that happened, right? And you had the tail end bullish divergence down here, which ensued a major rally here for Ethereum. So using these trading tools is actually really helpful to see the visual on the chart and to kind of strategize where you should be looking for long-term entries. And I will say that this is an area right at a trend line here where you could have strategized taking a long position. All right. I personally have been buying Avalanche, and I'm going to show you why. A lot of the same reasons we've just discussed are pretty prevalent on this chart. In fact, they're even more prevalent on this chart. Avalanche is all the way in the buy zone down here on the weekly time frame. All right. It hasn't seen this type of movement down to the bottom of this wave trend. So that to me spells like a great area to start accumulating the asset. Even if this isn't the stone bottom of the asset, this is a great low risk, high reward potential area for this asset to start maybe making a reversal. And if we zoom out, we can see we're getting close to a major supply line here. All right, very close. And if the whole market starts to go up, we know it's going to go and test this supply line. And if it breaks the supply line, you guys know what happens after that. All right, a break of the supply line and then a retest. And then we're looking at some potential major upside movements here on Avalanche. We could see Avalanche go all the way back up to $30, right? Obviously, we have this level right here. We're looking at 11 bucks. That's probably our first major hurdle to get through, because not only this was a previous support and is now going to act as resistance, right? We had one touch here that ensued a major rally. We had our second touch here that ensued a rally. We had our third touch here, which also you can see every single time it then touched this area, the rallies off this support became weaker. Okay. Anyways, as I've just justified to you guys, bottom of the wave trend, we will swing trade this all the way till overbought on the weekly chart. Okay, crossing the middle line here is telling us that, well, the asset might see continuation. And, well, you can clearly see that we are also oversold or near oversold on the weekly RSI with tail end weekly bullish divergence, with the price making its lowest low since this low in June of 2022. So that tells me we have a price divergence here with a relative strength that's telling us, hey, we just made a higher low on the RSI. Is this a momentum shift coming? Well, could very well be. There's a very high likelihood chance of that because we are on a weekly chart, right? Dailies and 2-day charts and 3-day charts definitely hold some really strong validity, but weekly charts I think hold some of the strongest validity because they are weekly price action, right? Cool. So that's Avalanche. I've accumulated a position down here around $9. I did buy some here around this support, this $12, $13 support. I started building a position here, so I dollar cost averaged a bit down here. I think I'm averaging around $10.30 on this position. And if we don't break the supply line and we do make one more leg down to the $7 region, I will be adding more to my position as we continue down, if we continue down. But for now, I have a spot position here on an asset that is down, well, let's see, 94%, okay? And if we do anything like we did last cycle, where a lot of these assets actually go from their swing lows to their swing highs, they go to the 1272 major fib extension, we could be looking at a long-term swing target here of $436. We have a long ways to go, but let's take an example and let's look at Maker. All right, because Maker has been through a couple cycles already, and we already know what Maker did last cycle, right? So let's just, you know, extrapolate something similar, okay? All right, from the swing high to the swing low here, it did exactly that. It went a little bit above the 1272, but we can target the 1272 major fib extension is an area where we're going to see a lot of these assets go after their impulses, okay? And what else? What other coins did I talk about here? Oh yeah, Flow. All right, now this one, straight up transparency here. My entry average is 81 cents. I am holding a bag on this asset because it is continuing to tell me and show me signs of a reversal. Look at the wave trend, the low, the second low, okay? With the second low being a lower low on price. We will look at sand as well, yes. Okay, so Flow showing us the bullish divergence on the wave trend. I think we actually got a close outside of the structure today. We did. We just made a bullish engulfing candle outside of the major falling wedge pattern this asset has been in for 2 years, guys. That is a major development, okay? That is not something to ignore. This is an asset that can potentially go all the way back up to $30. That is the wedge target, all right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The swing high was almost, what, $43. If this is the bottom or near the bottom, we are looking for an impulse anywhere from the 382 to the 618 off the get if this is a confirmed breakout with volume, all right? I have not seen the volume come in just yet, but let's be patient. We just started this week, all right? So the 382 to the 618 is anywhere between $2.30 to $7 range, okay, on its first initial impulses. It might do something like this, where it goes to the 236 and then pulls back to 67 cents and then consolidates here for a bit before its next move up, right? And then the same thing, right? And then we can just continue to make these consolidations and flags up until we get to these major levels. But on an asset that goes straight down like this, if it starts to get serious adoption with NFTs and all the major partnerships that this coin has. I'm not here to shill this coin, okay? I do hold a bag of this coin. I do believe in this project. I think it's a major one that nobody's really talking about. And the reason why I'm continuing to talk about it is because I do see a lot of potential for ROI on this one, okay? And you guys do your own research, of course, always do your own research. But you guys know I love trading wedge patterns, and this is one of the biggest wedge patterns in crypto right now. This one, you have sand is another one, okay? This is absolutely insane, okay? Sand went from a penny to $9 last cycle, guys. Do you guys know what that is? That is a 104,000% move. Are you listening? Are you guys listening? Look where sand is on the wave trend. Look where she is on the weekly chart at the bottom of the wave trend. Okay? I rest my case. This is the area to be accumulating, not to be selling. This is an area to be accumulating. The chart is telling you to buy. It's telling you to buy, not to sell. It's telling you to buy. All right? Is this the actual bottom? I don't know. But I will say that this is a low risk area to be buying this asset. That is all I will say. Okay? We're very close to breaking a major trend line here. If we break this trend line, you guys know the next Fibonacci level up is 61 cents. That is almost a 100% move. Can't see the color on the wave trend. All right. We make them green, man, sure. All right. All right, man. Well, hopefully that drives home the point. All right, so this green zone is the buy zone. This red zone is the sell zone. Very, very, very simple way to look at things in this market. And again, the weekly hasn't crossed the 20 line just yet, so you have some time to buy it. But I will say that you have that tail end bull div here, just like you have an avalanche. All right, this is it, man. You have the low, you have the higher low on the RSI. This is a weekly chart, guys. This is a weekly chart, not a daily, not a 4 hour. Okay, this is a very significant time scale. And what's really interesting and really funny is we had the bearish divergence at the effing top, right? You have the high, the higher high with the same level of relative strength, and this was the top. So you have the low and the higher low. And is this the bottom? It's very interesting that this chart is developing almost exactly the same, but the inverse to what it did at the top. So now could potentially be the bottom. Do you guys see that? Am I crazy? Do you guys see this right here? And do you guys see this right here? This is sand, okay? This is the sandbox. You guys aren't familiar with it? Go do some homework on it, go do some research on it. This is a metaverse coin and digital real estate type of thing going on there. But if this thing goes to the 1272 fib extension, guys, that is a major effing move. That is $60 sand token, okay? This is a long-term swing target. Long-term swing target. Don't sit here and tell me that I didn't tell you that this thing could do this, because it can. Okay. But if you look at this structure, this looks like a major bull flag, right? Yes, a falling wedge pattern, but this is actually a flag pattern. This is a flag pattern. If you guys aren't familiar with what a flag pattern is, please become familiar with these types of patterns during this bull market, or not even just in general. Like, you should know what a flag. If you're trading crypto, if you're trading anything, you should know what a flag pattern is. Okay, this is a flag pattern. Bottom of the flag measurement, the top of the flag measurement, and extrapolating that, right? Which is exactly what we just did. All right, this is a stupid number, 104,000%. It's just craziness if this thing does this move. All right. Hands down, probably one of the biggest ROI trades on the board, aside from flow. There's plenty of other trades that are here. As you guys know, I'm still in injective protocol. I do think that there is still lots of upside to be had here. Again, a major bull flag, guys, right? major bull flag. This thing outperformed in the bear market here. This thing is definitely holding up my portfolio today. To be fair, it is one of the best performing assets during the bear market. So if you guys took this trade with me here, you guys know what I'm talking about. I think we have one gentleman in the house that did take this trade. James, please tell the audience where you're sitting today with your INJ position. He says, bro, INJ going at 250. All right, well, let's be a little bit more conservative with that target, and let's target the 127 extension, because most of these assets will get to their. This gentleman is up $85,000 on his INJ swing position. Let's give this man a round of applause, guys. Let's give this man a round of applause. That is amazing, man. Amazing stuff. Great work, James. All right, so I know a few of you guys, I was looking at Band Protocol. I didn't buy this one, but this one is also in another major setup. You guys can clearly see what this is, right? This is all I look for on charts. You guys know this, right? Right here, this pattern right here. What is it? I want to see you guys tell me what this pattern is here in the chat. It should be clear as day what this is. And what is it doing? Oh my God, it's at the bottom of the wave trend, and we're at the bottom of a. Don't say it all at once. We got 8 people on the stream tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm not sure why there isn't more people watching this stuff, because I'm just literally giving away 50x trade setups here. I mean, like, come on. You guys should be sharing this stuff if you guys can. That'd be great. I really want to impact as many people as I can during this cycle, because I don't know where I'll be next cycle. So, anyways, appreciate all you guys staying tuned and staying with me throughout this. There in this bear market, it's been quite a bear market, and we're still technically in this bear market until we're not. And I'm here to guide you guys through. That's it. So Band Protocol last cycle went from 20 cents to, and yeah, it pulled a sand type of, or no, it didn't. Sand went stupid. Sand did 140x last cycle. This thing did 11,000%. So yeah, this thing did craziness. Okay, it went from 20 cents to $22. All right, 100x. Stupid move. All right, is it possible for this asset to do the same thing, or at least go back up to the top? It is possible. It is possible. Again, this is still a bull flag. This asset's still technically in an uptrend, right? It didn't lose this low, right? If we measure from the bottom to the top, conservatively, from the low to the swing high, we'll use the wicks because we're using them. We're looking at maybe an $83 band. Sounds effing nuts, but that could be where it goes. I don't know. We're just looking at the levels. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. It's the name of the game. Charts don't lie. Men lie, women lie, charts don't lie. You guys know the deal. Another major one here. I didn't buy this one, but I can't buy everything. Is Axie Infinity, another gaming token. This one looks absolutely crazy. Look at the divergence on this weekly chart. You have a low, a second low, a third higher low. I mean, what do you want to see? This to me is telling me this asset is about to flip and go the other direction, right? Sellers are exhausted here, right? The selling pressure. We've made lower low on price, but the relative strength of the asset is telling you a major trend shift is coming. Here's Link. I did not buy it this cycle. Again, this is also another major bull flag, right? You guys can see the low. And if we measure from the flag, the distance to the flag, and the bottom of the flag, I would say I would project about half that move, so probably close to that $150 area, probably wherever the 1272 fib extension is. This is telling you $275. This is insane. But you know what? I traded this last cycle from 90 cents to $40. Yeah, just saying. Chainlink looks crazy on the chart. Look at the RSI. Look what it's doing. Look at this low, higher low, third higher low. The third higher low was the same low on price. Oh my God, bottom of the range. Like nothing happened on the price. But it's just coiling up. It's coiling up, okay? Watch Chainlink, and really, to know it's going to outperform the rest of the market, let's look at Link Ethereum here. You guys can clearly see that this already broke a major resistance here with a break and a back test off the weekly time frame. Okay, this is a very, very, very distinguished wedge pattern here on Chainlink. And you guys can see the buy zone was down here in June. This is when you would have wanted to roll your ETH for it. If you wanted to accumulate more ETH, that is where you would have wanted to do it. And it's already getting in this area here where, hey, you might be at an area where you might want to start rolling your ETH back. And that would have netted you, if you bought the low, you would have already almost doubled up on your position versus Ethereum here, okay? Great looking asset. Versus the dollar, definitely. Versus ETH still looks good. Monthly chart probably looks even better. Oh my God. Look at the monthly bullish divergence on Link ETH here. Link is going to outperform Ethereum, is what this chart is telling you. And oh my God, look at the symmetry. It's the same effing thing like we just identified on Sand on the weekly chart, right? Weekly bearish divergence, weekly bullish divergence. Oh my God. Craziness. I don't know where Toe is. I don't think he's in crypto anymore, man. He's been trading the NASDAQ and probably making money doing that. Who knows? Cool. Storage is another one, man. This one just, we gave an initial trade setup on it here off this weekly bull div down here, and we had a break to the 382 fib extension. We made a lower low or the same low on price, and we back tested the wedge and then lift off, man. 50 cents. Bobby, didn't I tell you to buy storage the other day at like 28 cents or something? 25 cents? I forget where it was. But yeah, dude, this thing just sending. Major structure, major wedge pattern break. It's gone. Compound is another one, guys. So I want to look at this real quick. This is total DeFi, right? DeFi usually rallies first, okay? $31. All right, so you would have almost doubled your money already in what, 2 weeks? Cool. All right, so here's total DeFi. We had the rising wedge, we broke down, and now we've found a base. We found a bottom here on the monthly. All right, and we can see that total DeFi is starting to climb back up. We're now in neutral territory here. The total DeFi is all DeFi coins on TradingView, okay? What are you talking about? On storage? So for a valid head and shoulders pattern, the right shoulder needs to be the same or lower than the left shoulder. If it's a higher right shoulder, it is invalidated. That means that pattern is no longer valid. So I'm looking at total DeFi here, and we probably consolidate and eventually get up to 317 billion, which is the 1272 fib extension, which would be a back test of the rising wedge, which would probably be the cycle top or near the cycle top, which is basically around a 10x. Okay. All right, we did a similar thing here last cycle where we had this long consolidation, right? Just like we're doing here. And we saw about a, let's see, from the COVID low, we saw about a stupid, crazy move on DeFi. All right. IOTEX. Yeah, let's take a look at it, man. Is this all the data on it, man? Anyways. All right, so IOTEX, we have a confirmed weekly breakout of the major structure. It does look like a falling wedge pattern, right? Pretty clearly defined here by the bounds of the trend lines. That is definitely a wedge pattern. Looks like you missed the bottom here, but definitely has upside potential, right? Broke out of a wedge. You might back test this level right here, the 17 cent or 1.7 cent region, right? Like this level right here that you broke. You might come back down to back test it after breaking out. Coming right up to a fib extension there, or pretty close to one. If you were looking for downside targets, you would see that we literally touched and we're resting right on the 88.6% retracement level. So your next real target here would be the next fib up, which would be about 2.5 cents if we saw a continuation off this level. But I do suspect you will get a pullback. You're not going to just go straight up. Come on. You know, look at your daily time frame. Your daily already overbought. Okay, don't be buying stuff up here on the daily. You want to look at the 2-day chart, and what you would have wanted to do was you would have wanted to buy this when you had starting to show this bull div down here is when you would have wanted to be accumulating this asset in oversold territory, and when the stochastics were below the 20 line. All right, and then yes, you would have been able to get a nice entry on this asset, and you would have already been way in the money. You would have already been up, well, let's see, 35% on your buy. From the COVID low crash to the top, I mean, it is entirely possible and plausible if we use the wick low, which, you know what, we probably shouldn't use that wick low from COVID because that was just like a fucking scam wick. So let's use the candle body. And yeah, that's close enough to the candle body. That's fine. So yeah, we'd be probably looking at a long-term swing target of $1 for this asset, which is 100x. There you go. That's huge. That's huge. If it is a strong enough asset to see that type of price appreciation, then that's what you'd be looking at. Right. This is a channel up that it was respecting during this last bull market. It broke the channel, and now it's forming a new structure. Right. We have a falling wedge pattern that we actually have confirmation of a break on. And we have some levels to look at for this one, right? We have a level here. That's that 2.3 to 2.5 region. Okay, man, if you think it's going to go more than $1, that's great. But I'm giving you a Fibonacci level to look at. Be it as it may, but 100x in this market is crazy. 100x in any market is crazy. Okay. I was looking at Coin 98. This is another one that I think is a DeFi play. Huge setup here. You actually broke this wedge pattern. Clear break on it. Look at the weekly chart. Way down here at the bottom, poised for upside. Look at the divergence. Lots of divergence is coiling up to the upside here. Strong divergence on the weekly on this one. Well, there you go, Bobby. Buy some IOTX. Put 10 grand into it and see what happens. Yeah. Aave still looking good off this low, right? C98 is a Solana token. There you go. Let's look at DOT. Polkadot. Where's DOT, guys? Looks like the buy zone to me. Doesn't really get much better than that. At the bottom on the wave trend. The stone bottom of the wave trend for DOT down here. With the RSI diverging like an MFer down here. This looks great. That looks great down here. I know it's a slower moving asset, but look at the volume, how it's completely receded. After you get an asset that completely recedes on volume, and you've been falling in this wedge pattern for how long? 2 years almost. November will be 2 years. This asset has been falling in price. KSM, also same structure, man. Great question. Great question. Same structure. Is that a bull flag? What's that, guys? Did we just cover what that was a second ago? This thing did a 54,000% move last cycle. The 1272 fib extension on KSM is $3,500. I don't know that it's going to get there, but that is a potential swing target. And we could get one more low. We could get this down to 1250. Oh my God. What's happening down here on the RSI? What's this? Is that tail end bullish divergence on the weekly chart? Where are we at on the wave trend? Oh my God, isn't this the bottom? Oh my God, these charts are so awesome. I don't know what else to say, man. Just craziness happening on these charts right now. Anyone that's bearish this market is going to get smoked. Absolutely smoked. Weekly bullish divergence, guys. This is not something to ignore. Not something to ignore. That could surmount into hundreds of percents of movement in price on a weekly time frame. Bobby, what happens after a weekly squeeze breaks? Tell me. Could you shake a stick at it? I don't know. Man, my goal is to change 1 million people's lives, guys. So please share, like, subscribe. I know all you guys that are on here have been subscribed and been supporting me. I love you guys for that. You guys know the passion that I have on these charts. You guys have seen the calls that I've been making. You guys understand that I can't nail every single trade. It's impossible. But you guys know, more times than not, I'm here. I'm looking at these things. I look at them a lot because this is how you build financial freedom right here, learning the stuff on the chart. No job is going to teach you this stuff. No one person, maybe aside from me, is going to teach you this stuff for free on YouTube for an hour every Sunday. Come on. All right. I know, guys. I know you guys do. I appreciate you guys too. One day we're all going to meet up once we're all selling at the top of this 1272 fib extension of KSM down here at 20 bucks. Come on. So many trades on the boards, guys. There's so many. There's so many trades, guys. I really can't. I can't trade them all. It's impossible. It's impossible. Impossible. But there's so many. Gala's another one. This one is down here. I mean, look at this thing, guys. Look at this thing. Oversold on the weekly chart. I mean, no divergence, right? No divergence. Made a lower low on the RSI with a technical lower low on price. So no divergence. No divergence, but this is an area where you would want to buy this asset. I mean, look at the wave trend. Look. You've now exceeded below the buy zone. Come on. If this isn't a low risk area to take a trade, I don't know where it is. I personally have not bought this asset, but this is a structure you guys don't want to ignore, really. Okay, I mean, there's very, very high potential this will break out with the rest of the market, and even if it just goes to the top of the wedge pattern and goes to 58 cents, this is a 60x trade, guys. Okay, craziness, absolute craziness on some of these coins right now. You know what coin I'm in right now that's part of the DOT ecosystem that nobody's talking about? It's called Career Network, okay? Look at this wedge setup, man. I'm actually in this one. I put a couple grand into. It's a low cap. It's a $7 million market cap. You guys heard that right. $7 million market cap. It is a DeFi play. $7.5 million today. And what I like about it is most of the tokens are already in circulating supply, right? So there's no real inflation to be had. Right? I think my entry is like 8 cents on this or something. Like, fine, I don't care. Look where this thing can go. It's going to go back to 13 bucks, man. What? And 13 bucks, that would only be a $130 million market cap. That is totally achievable in this market. Or maybe it'd be 1.3 billion. Maybe, what would that be? 13, there's 100 million tokens. That would be 1.3 billion. That's still a valuation that's possible in this market. Okay? That would be stupid. That would just be stupid. Okay? Even if it does half of that and it goes to 618, I think I'll be okay. Anyways, falling wedge break confirmed. All right. Not a lot of volume. This is a small cap coin. It's low liquidity. But look what it just did. Look what it just did, man. This is a descending, broadening wedge pattern, and this just broke on the weekly, and you guys can see the divergence off the wave trend down here. Lots of upside on this asset. Weekly stochastics crossing up above the median line, above the bullish zone. Okay? I think a major move on this asset is coming shortly, coming soon. There's Toe. How's it going, man? You want to look at the stock market? The stock market looks like trash. Well, let's look at it. NASDAQ. NASDAQ up almost 0.75%. Holding what looks to be a range low right now on the weekly. It actually put in a doji candle down here on the weekly time frame. Didn't close green. Yeah, well, look at ZZ. I'm still in that one, around 18 cents. I have an entry on that. Zigzag. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zigzag protocol. This is a ZK Snark exchange token. crazy amount of bullish divergence down here on the weekly, right? You have this stuff going on down here, right? You're just crossing up on the wave trend. Weekly stochastics are poised. You can see we had some volume come in here last week. It technically did break the supply line and is outside of the supply line right now. I would actually say that it broke it back here. Okay. Anyways, lots of upside here on this one. That's great, dude. $1,000 a day keeps the doctor away. Maybe you should put those dollars into something that's actually going to hold its value, though. Maybe put that $1,000 a day into Bitcoin. What? Did I say that out loud? Yeah, because your euro, man, looks like trash versus dollar right now, right? It might as well be worth dollars. There you go. You're almost at parity with the dollar right now, buddy. This looks like trash. That doesn't look very good. Just like rejecting the bullish zone here. It's going to come all the way down on the monthly chart. Right? Euro is kind of effed. Bye-bye. Euro might be worth less than dollars soon. The way the dollar is moving right now. Anywho. It sure is. Sure is. That's why we're here looking at crypto, man. Another good one is Perpetual Protocol. This is a low cap. We took this trade. You know what? I'm going to show you guys when we took this trade. I even did a video on it. All right. Here's the Perpetual Protocol video on TradingView live for you guys here tonight. I'm not sure you guys can hear the sound. Okay, I'm here. So not even 2 days after we made that video here on September 5th, okay, this thing went from 47 cents to $1.30. Like I said on the video, it did 156% move. Okay, that is the power of weekly bullish divergence, and that is the power of the weekly stochastics crossing up. It is now holding the range low here at 58 cents. It came back to back test this area as support. Okay. And yes, it is now going to cross the weekly area here. This would probably it will act as some sort of resistance trying to push higher. But long-term chart, if we go to the monthly, look at your monthly stochastics here, boys. It crossed the 20 line. Lots of potential for upside on this asset. It is a low cap coin. It is also a DeFi coin. Perpetual protocol, take a look at it. I'm personally in it. Okay, again, there is a bit of inflation on it, but it's only a $47 million market cap today. This thing traded as high as almost $30 last cycle. All right, you can see it is bottoming stuff down here. Look at the volume spike on the breakout. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is what you want to see on a asset like this. Okay, nice. Lots of trades on the board, guys. So do your own research. Definitely take a look at these charts right now. These are things that you don't want to be ignoring, especially between now and the end of the year when these assets are still cheap. You don't want to be buying when those weekly RSIs are overbought. You don't want to be buying when those weekly wave trends are in the sell zone, right? You want to be buying as close to the buy zone as possible to get the best possible price and entry for your trades. All right, I've been live for almost an hour here, and wow, we have 15 people on the stream tonight. That's great. It probably has a lot to do with Bitcoin making Rune. Yeah, Rune looks great, man. I think we spoke about Rune on the stream, right? Rune with the wedge break. Rune probably going to go to that $3 area. I think we spoke about that. And this is also a major, what's this, guys? This is a major flag pattern, right? This is a major flag pattern. So this more than likely will go up to test the top of the range or the top of the trend line. And eventually, if it does break the flag pattern, well, Rune, oh my God. I can't even say this, man. If Rune goes to $180, bro, that's crazy. Because that can totally happen. Right, that is the flag. That is the measured move of the flag to the 1272 fib extension. This just sounds crazy. A lot of these charts look nuts. But yeah, that is what the chart is telling you. The chart is telling you that it can see a big, huge move. But I will say the weekly now is already extended. All right, we're already in the overbought zone here for the weekly chart. We could be looking at some sort of pullback, but it could just consolidate in bullish territory and make a flag pattern here on the weekly before its next leg up. All right. So that looks good, but you can see on the wave trend you're already getting close to that sell zone, man. You don't want to be necessarily buying this thing right here. You want to wait for it to pull back a bit, right? You want to get in assets that have not done this yet. You want to get in assets like AVAX down here at the bottom. You want to get in assets like Band down here at the bottom. You want to get in assets like DOT down here at the bottom, right? At the bottom. All right. That is where I will leave you guys. And that is what I really want to get this point across to you guys. And that is it's a very important thing to go through because lots of people like to buy into assets that have already appreciated in value, and that's how you get yourselves in trouble, right? Then you have to dollar cost average more. Then you have to figure out, well, what's a good entry? Should I even buy it up here? Is it going to keep going? That's the stuff you guys got to pay attention to, right? And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys understand that and help you guys find good entries on these things. And if you guys aren't part of the alert service, well, you guys are missing out, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't charge a lot for what I do. And we also do have automated trading too, that you guys can take part of if you don't have time to really look at charts. But A lot of the trades I'm giving, you can just buy and hold them for months or years. Like INJ, we got it in July of 22. We're still in the trade. It's been over a year. And yeah, we're only what, 3-4x on it? But 3-4x in a down market, that's something to be said about something like that, right? Anyways, you guys get the point. That's why you guys are all here. I appreciate you guys showing up tonight. And lots of good things happening on these charts. That is all I will say. We got weekly bullish divergence happening on a lot of different assets right now. These are developments you don't want to ignore, and that's the name of the game, man. Identifying that stuff, getting that edge on the market, and putting your money where your mouth is, right? That's it. All right, since we do have some viewership tonight, definitely throw me some more tickers if you guys want to look at some stuff, and we'll take a look at them. All right. I think Altcoin finally bottomed out here, man. This thing is so effing wrecked. Look at how oversold this is. Look at the weekly wave trend showing you the divergence down here. Oh my God. Altcoin to the moon, boys. Wow. Altcoin. NFTs are back. Well, if NFTs are back, then Flow blockchain should really go to the moon, man. Should really go to the moon. Thorchain, yeah, we can look at it. Woo! Looks like I already had this charted. Descending broadening formation, breakout, back test. Next is a move up. That is what next is. Next is a move up. 2-day crossing bullish. 2-day entering into bullish territory with the price down here. It looks like a big up structure. We'll look at XRP also. Yeah, XRP holding above that 51-cent region, which is a major region for it. Yep. Big. One of the biggest bullish pennants in the market is the XRP chart. What a chart. Now look at oil. No, I did not. We'll take a look at oil in a second. Let's look at pennants. Let's look at pennants, guys, because XRP is in a pennant. Here you go. Bullish pennant. Measure rule for the pennant. Compute the height from the start of the price swing, point A, that would be the bottom, to the end of the price swing, B, and then multiply it by the above percentage meeting price target. We can check theta, yeah, sure. We'll take a look at it in a second. I don't think it's going to do this type of movement. That seems a little drastic, but the 1272 fib extension is $22. I think that is a viable target for XRP this cycle, if we get this breakout. It has a token unlock. So what? It's probably going to rip. Who's selling down here at the bottom, Bobby? Anyways, we'll take a look at theta. Theta looks pretty good last I checked. Also a falling wedge pattern. Yeah. We already had this charted, man. Looks great. Let's go to the weekly time frame on this bad boy. All right, the weekly. Bullish divergence on the weekly. Wave trend at the bottom with the divergence right here. This is in the buy zone, guys. In the buy zone for beta. This looks great. Absolutely looks phenomenal on the chart. Okay. Again, this asset's in a major uptrend, falling wedge pattern, right? This is a flag pattern, right? You guys get the gist of what's going on here with these flag patterns. $78 is potentially where this thing is going. At minimum, it's going to go to the top of the wedge, which is 15 bucks. Cool. Are we rich yet? Patience. We need lots of patience, guys. These moves out are going to take a solid year, maybe 2 years, right? Took 2 years to crash. Probably takes 2 years to pump. It's always harder going up than it is down. So remember that. Another really great project here is Arweave. All right, I haven't bought this one, but again, with the divergence, again at the bottom of the wave trend. I believe Facebook is using them for cloud storage. Yeah. INJ is ripping. It's over $8 now. Storage is also ripping. DYDX, that is also a wonderful project that you guys should be paying attention to. This is a decentralized exchange right here. It is showing weekly bullish divergence on the wave trend, right? It's not at the bottom here. It's not at the bottom of the wave trend. You can see these higher lows that were made and movements back up. Targets for Arweave. Let's take a look at it. I would say probably to the top of the wedge pattern, right? I mean, top of the wedge is like 92 bucks. But if it goes to the 1272, you're looking at 216. So another 50x potential opportunity there. Looking really good, looking really strong down here. Okay. Hasn't broke the wedge. Is lagging behind the market for sure. Crypto's doing great, man. I mean, think about what Bitcoin's been doing. Even though it's been just hovering in this 20 to 30K range all year. Nice rally off those lows, 31K, almost 100% move. Definitely outperforming the S&P and the traditional markets. Looks great. This coin looks great too, by the way. Well, there's a lot of opportunities, guys. I don't have enough capital to buy all these, but if I was to pick every single major weekly wedge pattern that exists in crypto, 7 out of 10 of them will play out. As you guys know, wedges break to the upside 67% of the time. That's why I like to trade them, because there's a very high probability that they're going to go up. All right. Here's your SHIB coin breakout back test double bottom on the weekly. Holding that level there. Beautiful. I mean, SHIB coin probably going to rip, man. Woo Network. This is another one that I was looking at. This is actually looking really nice down here. Look at the weekly wave trend. This looks great with the divergence. Making a higher low on price, right? Lots of trades, guys. Lots of trades. Lots of swing opportunities in this market right now. EGLD was looking pretty good. Look how tight this wedge is down here. Look where you're at on the wave trend. This looks fabulous. Beautiful. This is exactly where you want to be buying assets when they're down here like this, okay? This is a nice setup too, man. I mean, really it is. Lots of trades, guys. Lots of trades. Almost every single one of these charts looks the same. Here's Mana. Mana breaking the trend line, guys. Come on. Woo. Let's take a look at it. So yeah, maybe descending triangle behavior here on Woo. So the bottom to the top of the triangle is about 300% move. If you break that, so the target would be probably back up to the top of the triangle. But you know, if you get some like cup and handle type of structure, like if this turns into a big cup pattern, you might get a handle, right? And that handle probably, yeah, November, December, right? We pull back before the halving, and you know, altcoins get smacked and make higher lows and base out, and then you make a handle and you make your last push to that $2 range. So something like that. And yeah, you're down here at the bottom, man. This is where you want to be buying stuff for sure. Okay. All right. Any other last requests here tonight? Still have 9 people on the show. Thank you guys so much for being in tune with the markets with me here. Phantom also looked like a pretty nice trade setup down here. Breaking a wedge pattern. Major structure. Major range, huge consolidation structure up here. Kind of looks like Matic in a way, all right? This is a big range, a big flag type of structure. And from the bottom to the top of the flag, you can extrapolate that for new all-time highs. So that would be Phantom going to anywhere from the 1618 to 200% retracement. We can look at total too. Yep. Holding support. Holding support. Broke the downtrend with a breakout and a back test and a lower high and the same low. And now we're going to try to rally again, right? The weekly wave trend is probably close to the bottom. It sure is. And we got this divergence right here. It is holding that trend line perfectly. Total 2 is looking good. Total 2 is looking good. Here's total 3. Total 3 much of the same in a pennant here also towards the buy zone. Right, you had this falling wedge breakout and back test, and now you're going to try to rally out of here. These markets looking pretty good, man. They're looking pretty good for upside, a lot of them, okay? Just remember those weekly wave trends that are really in the green zone, those are where you want to be buying assets. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream tonight. If there's interest, we'll maybe start picking these streams back up more often, aside from once a week. Maybe we'll do some Zoom sessions or something if you guys are interested. I know once we start going into a crazy bullish market, there's going to be lots of people that want that. So, but you guys first, because you guys have been supporting me throughout this bear market. I will do it for free for you guys. All right. And thank you guys so much for joining the stream tonight, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Appreciate all of you.